Today, we are talking the reigning Super Bowl champs. Kyle, what do you think about them Seattle Seahawks? Are they running it back this year? What you got?
I'm predicting a little bit of Super Bowl hangover. This is one team I'm playing a little bit contrarian on, but hey, there will still be fantasy points. Grab your ponchos, folks. Today we head to Seattle. It's not for men's soccer, but rather fantasy football due diligence. Adam, how the heck are you?
I am doing wonderful. We ain't here to talk about no soccer. We talking American football because that's the sport of all sports right there.
Fantasy!
The Seattle Seahawks took the NFC West last year and the entire league, winning that Super Bowl. How was their total offense? 7th overall, 351 yards per game, 51 total touchdowns, rushing rank 10th, 123 rush yards per game, passing rank 8th. That surprised me a little bit with old Sam Darnold back there, 228 passing yards per game. They have the 10th hardest schedule in the 2026 season coming our way. Vegas win-loss total is at 10.5. Kyle, where are you leaning on that Vegas win-loss over
I'm
under?
taking the under.
Taking
The Undertaker.
Will you care to share with the class on why?
They shipped off their offensive coordinator, Mr. Kubiak, and anytime they hired somebody within, and their goal is to keep it like the exact same. But anytime I see this, I feel like I always see a little bit of a slide. So that's one thing there. And the Super Bowl hangover is a real thing, right? Ask Philadelphia about that.
This is true.
So there's a couple of reasons for me, and I looked at their schedule and I did the math on the games I think they'll win, and it puts them right around 10.
Yep, it is funny how that works. I'm going to go with the over here. The defense is still largely intact. The offensive line is still intact, and most of their offensive players are still intact, minus good old starting running back.
All right, they also have a tough division. You ready to get into it?
It's time, baby. Let's go.
Let's talk about the fantasy football players. Quarterback Sam Darnold finished as quarterback 14, projected as quarterback 24 this year. ESPN isn't predicting much difference in his total points, around 240. But in most formats, I'm probably out on this guy.
Interesting. You're out on him, huh? Well, let me talk about the good before we kind of poo-poo on this parade a little bit. Sam Darnold finally got the monkey off his back, shut up the haters, did well enough in the playoffs, and got his ring. So I'm happy for him for that because I've hated on him for a long time because he's trash in the playoffs normally. Sam Darnold went 14-3. He threw over 4,000 yards, completed 67% of his passes, averaged 8.5 yards per attempt, and posted a 99.1 passer rating. That is strong QB production. He is best off the play action, which is what's great for Seattle's run offense because it really helps him out a lot. And against the Rams in the most important game in his Super Bowl push, in the playoff push here, he went for 25 for 36, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 127 passer rating. That was his Super Bowl, and that's where he did well because he obviously didn't do that well in the Super Bowl. Nonetheless, you did it, Sam. So I'm happy for you there. ESPN is doing you dirty here at 24 in 2 quarterback leagues. There's some value that we could talk about with this, but yeah, 1 quarterback leagues, you're probably out.
Yeah, you're probably out on him. But, he did prove the haters wrong last year, right? He conquered his demons in the playoffs. He won the Super Bowl, and he looked good. So, for me, it's just I can't put a lot of, with the weapons around him, the head coach, the change at offensive coordinator, I just don't like enough of that for fantasy to get excited about him.
Okay. I mean, weapons around him, he has one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, right? Just because he doesn't have more than one? Is that what you mean with weapons around him?
Yeah, I mean, he's got Cooper Kupp and Rashid Shaheed, right? So they also got that young guy, Torrey Horton, I think. We'll talk about all these players, but enough. Think about Rashid Shaheed. I mean, he's just a big play guy. And
I don't like him. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Can he be any more consistent? Cooper Kupp, 33 years old. I would say he's definitely lost his step. Can he compete and create separation in the NFL? I mean, I'm not a buyer of that, especially for fantasy. So it's really the JSN only show. And if their ability to run the ball isn't quite as good as last year, I think defenses will find it a little bit easier to cover JSN. That's kind of the downsides I see.
That was very well said. You answered that question very thoroughly. I like that. Quarterbacks going around, Sam Darnold. Are you liking? I like Sam Darnold in front of CJ Stroud.
Yeah, I mean, basically everything I'm saying, I feel like ESPN already has priced in here with his projection. But they're still going for 4,000 yards and 24 touchdowns. So I mean, there's a chance that he doesn't quite get that, but it's certainly probable. And the guys around him, of course, we see more rushing upside with Malik, Danny Dimes, and Cam Ward. I see a little more upside there with some rushing touchdowns. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. There's more rushing upside with all those players surrounding him. I mean, all four of the other players surrounding him has more rushing upside than him. So that does make. I mean, that's fair. Sam Darnold ain't running the ball no more, and he's done doing that. So I get your upside there.
Yeah, but like, I mean, he is a two quarterback league, right? He is somebody that is second or third in on rosters, and are you happy with it? Would you be happy with him in Big Tuna as your third quarterback?
Is my third quarterback in a super flex or a two quarterback league? Sure, that's fine.
All right.
Yeah,
So
third.
that's as most as we can get behind him.
Depending on how you draft, he may need to be a QB2. I mean, he's going to be someone's QB2 probably. I mean, in a two quarterback league, like
it's possible. Yeah, it's possible.
So,
yeah.
Well, let's talk about his weapons. His diva, JSN. And I love this man because he got me paid and he got paid. He finished as wide receiver 2 last year. He is currently projected as wide receiver 3. I had a bet with someone that he'd get over 150 targets. He did. Thank you for the $100, Tony. And he got paid himself a little bit more than $100, about 167 million more than $100. 120 million guaranteed. He led the NFL in receiving yards last year. He did everything that the haters said he couldn't do. Only a slot receiver, too small, not going to be as good as DK. Well, he was better than DK Metcalf. I'm going to say that right now. And he is better than DK Metcalf. And he proved himself, and that's why he got his bag.
This is the one guy on the offense I would love to still have on any format. This is the one player on this team that is going to have fantasy value no matter what. Elite wide receiver, right? Problem is you're just paying for it.
Paying big time.
That's the only thing that, of course, only so many people are going to be able to draft the third wide receiver off the board, right?
Yep. And here are the wide receivers right here. Kyle, is there a world where you ever take JSN in front of the other two?
I do not. But, I mean, someone may. Seattle fan or whatever. But I like Puka and Chase. I definitely like Chase better. Puka probably also better.
I mean, we can solve this real quick. Better wide receiver, both of these guys, and better quarterback. So there is no world where JSN
and more high-powered offense, right? You don't have a running-minded head coach as much.
Yeah, Bowen and Carabell. I don't know what you guys are smoking over there, but y'all got to figure that out. What was you two? Come on now.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, I think let's go the other way. We have JSN at 3. You got Amon-Ra.
He is right where he needs to be.
CD.
You got too much competition with Jameson's going to take some targets. CD. JJ, huge question mark at quarterback. London, same thing, question mark at quarterback. I think he is exactly where he needs to be.
Okay, I agree. I think he's perfectly priced.
He leads the new non-elite.
It's just if you want to pay for it or not.
It's elite superstar tier, and then it's, diva number 1s after that.
I mean, I almost think he's in his own little spot there, or
you could be.
Put him with the second tier, maybe.
Well, he's floating. He's hanging on by a thread.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we like him, even at that price. Last year, I think you got him for much better value than that.
Yeah. The man we're a little less excited about in terms of any other receiving component on this team, it is Rashid Shaheed. Like Kyle mentioned earlier, he is not a consistent wide receiver, nor has he ever been. He used to be a great punt and kick returner, if I remember right, because he has electrifying speed. He finished as wide receiver 39 and is currently projected as Diva 61. So there is a little bit of value there if you do believe in this guy. But in terms of consistency, I don't, because last year he had 59 catches, 687 yards, only 2 touchdowns, 9 carries. That highlights his speed. They like getting him the ball for 69 rushing yards. So it's fair enough as a wide receiver 2 production. I don't like it with the way this offense runs and with Cooper Kupp being close by. I don't love it at all. And I'm out on both of these next 2 wide receivers due to that.
Yeah, he's definitely an interesting player. He obviously came over to Seattle week 10 last year and became the big play threat, and that was largely it. And they did make a decent financial commitment to him. He got paid.
He just made it. Just made it on the top 60 for them.
Yeah, so right there you have him there. Can he be more consistent another year with this team, with the quarterback and offseason to work together? Do you think he could be?
If Cooper Kupp falls off a cliff, but it was as long as Cooper Kupp is still there, swallowing up 47 catches, 70 targets, and 593 yards, which is what he had last year. That bleeds into that a little bit. And quite frankly, Cooper Kupp's just a better, consistent wide receiver. He's less flashy, right? But he's just a better wide receiver, can get to the spots in the zones, be more of what Sam Darnold needs him to be. So as long as Cooper Kupp's still there eating at it, I don't really like Rashid. I don't really like Rashid either way.
All right, Cooper Kupp finished as wide receiver 55, currently being left for dead at wide receiver 80. He is now 33 years old, and for me, I mean, I love him, but it's still hard to get behind.
I'm not getting behind him. I'm just using him as leverage as my argument against Shaheed. I'm not getting behind either one of these players. I just don't like Shaheed because Cooper Kupp's good enough to eat into it where there's not enough top-end production for Shaheed left.
I'm more in the camp that due to the money and the age of Cooper Kupp, I think Shaheed will have a chance to be more relevant in this offense and for fantasy if you were to buy it. It's kind of what I'm thinking. And I think there was a probability that that does happen and he drastically outperforms where he gets drafted. But it's kind of like a high risk, high reward player is any way you look at him.
To your point, in terms of following the money, which I like to do, they did pay Rashid Shaheed 3-year, $51 million, $34 million guaranteed. If you want to follow the money, you're right on that. They're leaving Cooper Kupp dead, and they're going to get the ball to Rashid Shaheed more. But can he do it? I guess we'll find out. I'm going to wait a year. I'm going to wait for the confirmation before I'm buying in on it.
Okay. And then the other guy that we'll bring up, Torrey Horton, he played 9 games last year before getting injured, and which is why they brought over Rashid Shaheed at the exact same time for the deep threat in the offense. This guy's currently being projected as Diva 92. And I just don't think there's going to be enough passing offense here for these 3 players to be really relevant. I think one of them could emerge, and I would put my money where Seattle put their money on Rashid Shaheed.
There you go.
But it's certainly a gamble. This guy did fall in the end zone 5 times in his 9 games last year. So he's young. So maybe more of a dynasty stash than anything else or somebody to watch.
Yep.
Okay. You ready to move on?
I am ready to move on. Let's get curly fry time because this is the most excited aspect of this offense I'm actually looking forward to talking about.
I want it to be the most exciting, but I still don't know what to make of it. Let's talk it. Let's talk.
Let us talk. You want me to go right into what I make of it?
Yeah. Let's talk about the
I think
all the guys as a whole. Let's talk about this room.
You can get. Yep. So we're going into it. I think either one of these guys could be a huge value this year. I think Zach Charbonnet could be an extremely huge value. And here's the trade-off of what do you want Jadarian Price to have a meet of the bulk of the carries early on in the year? Or do you want an extremely fresh, proven running back in Zach Charbonnet coming, and he's supposed to come around October, November in terms of off that ACL, coming back to help you with the end of your season for a playoff push with fresh legs on an offense that can run the ball very well. When you're getting one at 40 and the other one at pick 27, I'm absolutely taking Charbonnet. I'm putting him on my bench. I'm saying we'll see you in November, buddy, when we need you. And I think that is a steal of a play to utilize if you have enough good running backs early on to get you halfway through the season to help out with that. What you got?
Yeah, why don't you bring up the running back projections on the screen? So this is a room where we have a smash mouth offensive coach. And last year they vacate Kenny Walker, who was running back 22 with over 1,000 yards. Charbonnet was the TD vulture. I think he had 12 touchdowns last year. And they did draft Jadarian Price. He's currently being projected as RB 27. And last year, Charbonnet finished as RB 24 and is currently around RB 40. So you think it's going to be a tale of 2 halves of the season?
Yep, I sure do.
My hunch is,
I know they brought in Wilson.
They did. They brought in Wilson from Green Bay, and I actually think Wilson is a good running back. Yeah. He's being completely left for dead by ESPN right now. And when he came in last year for Green Bay, he played well.
Yep, he did, but he's not as good as Zach Charbonnet. So here, let's just say Zach Charbonnet comes back at week 8, okay? If he comes back at week 8 and you're paying running back 40 for him as opposed to Price, so you're going to pay running back 27, do you think when Zach Charbonnet comes back that he will get a bulk of carries over Price? Because I do.
I'm going to say
Unless
no,
Price is the hottest hand that we've ever seen.
I also don't know that he's going to come back looking like himself. Like, this could be an entire season for him to get reacclimated to NFL football coming off that injury. So I still think it will at very least be a committee. And I think Price has the chance to get most of the work in this offense. And I think Wilson could come in and spell him in the beginning of the season, and then Charbonnet toward the end of the season.
Okay, so either way, that's messy. But like we've been bringing up today, we're going to follow the money. I'm going to follow the money on this one, on the future money, and that is this is Zach Charbonnet's 4th and final year of his rookie deal. When he comes back, this is his only shot to prove himself, to get paid in the NFL, to say, hey, I've came back from this ACL. So I think due to that, he's going to be patient. He's going to be ready. And when he comes back, he is going to be like a cannonball out the gates. I get your concern, though. But we love a contract year, and I love a rookie contract year because, quite frankly, this is his only contract he gets. Once the rookie's 25 years old, like he is right now, this is it. This is your contract. So this is entire financial future rests on him coming back and producing in the back end of this year, and I'd like to put money on that bet.
Okay, well, then we're going to disagree. I'm going to play contrarian yet again for the Hawks. I think Price has a chance to be the guy, and there's a lot of signs that point to that. And early in the season, I think he'll have the majority of the work. I think Wilson will come in and relieve him. And this is one of the ones where you're getting a rookie who is one of the top end talents in this year's draft, and you're not paying a top 10 running back price immediately for him, such as Love or Genty in years past. You know what I mean? It's like you're getting a discounted, sexy rookie pick here.
Yeah.
So I think this year, I think he's a fair chance to take. Charbonnet could easily come back and steal the show at some point. Yes.
I'll highlight, when do you want momentum? Yeah, and that's where I want my momentum, and especially when I'm paying less for that momentum, to have that momentum in the playoffs as opposed to the beginning of the season. That's my take. That's my final, argument for it, really.
Sure. Okay, you're more in the Charbonnet camp at their projection, and I'm more in the rookie camp at the projection. Mr. Price.
Yep.
Tight ends, A.J. Barner finished as tight end 14, currently being projected as tight end 27. ESPN's got him for a bit of a slide, mostly just giving some points to the other guy, Elijah Royal, who really did nothing last year, finished as tight end 60, currently being projected as tight end 37. I guess both of these guys in this offense makes it a little less hard to buy, but I like Barner to outperform this.
Yeah, I'm just not worried about it either way, because this is a lower passing volume offense. We know where the volume's going to go. I'm not worried about either one of these guys, and I think in a 10-team league, either one of these guys are going to be free agents. So not really much to talk about here. I mean, they're too deep, way too deep.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair for being a free agent, but I do think he will outperform this.
Okay. That's fair.
And I'm also a dynasty owner, so I gotta believe.
There it is.
Okay. How's the offensive line?
The offensive line, Kyle, is very good. I like this offensive line a lot. Mike Clay has them ranked 10th. It is mainly intact and continuing to be the same from last year. So throw a flyer on one of these running backs, guys. Their the tackles are locked in. Left tackle, Charles Cross. Right tackle, Abraham Lucas. Those guys are great. In the 5th round, they picked up a guard from Iowa, Bo Steffens. He's going to help add some interior depth there. They also added some veteran depth on both ends here with Bobby Hart, another guard to kind of bring into the mix. Because right now, the only position that's up for competition is that right guard spot. Anthony Bradford is supposed to get it, but he's going to have to fight off Bo Stevens and that other veteran they brought in to get it. Top 10 offensive line. You saw it. They won a Super Bowl. You want to get players, people that have great offensive lines. I would try and get a running back at one of those deep spots just because of this good offensive line.
Okay, head coach Mike McDonald leads Seattle Seahawks coaching staff following their Super Bowl championship. Former offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak did leave to become the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. This is largely a internal hiring from any positions they needed. Brian Fleury, the new offense coordinator, will replace Mr. Kubiak. He is a first-time play caller. I remember my first time.
Oh,
And
boy, he said it on me.
His background, of course, comes from the Shanahan tree. Where else? Anyways, his task is to basically do what he can to keep the offense to look like it did last year. So I don't have as much faith in that when I see stuff like that and see this type of turnover. But hey, there is some continuity here with the players and the other coaching staff. So maybe it is just enough.
You're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Big B.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the Fantasy Football channel. We'll catch you guys in the next one.